Welcome to this second video on why I believe I deserve to join the Arsenal management team. And I was in 2010, and I was talking about Cesc Fabregas. And Cesc Fabregas left Arsenal simply because this guy was frustrated, my friend. This guy arrived at Arsenal in 2003, just as a young boy. I think he was around 16 or 17 years at that time, and he, he had spent, I think, close to those from 2003 to 2010. Those are like 7 years, and this guy had only won the FA Cup, and it could only end. And Fabregas left Arsenal simply because he was frustrated. In fact, it could even be seen on his face. This guy was frustrated. He had given his all, yet he had won nothing. And unlike the rest, says Fabregas is not a traitor. Listen to me, my fellow Gunners from all around the world, and I'd just like to emphasize this point. Says Fabregas is not a traitor, he's not a snake. People have to use the word snake when they want to refer to someone who has betrayed them, and says Fabregas is simply not a traitor. Unlike the rest, says Fabregas gave his very best, and says Fabregas is not a traitor. And the reason why Wenger never resigned him in 2014, it is not because Cesc never wanted to make a return to the club. It is simply because, well, and I'll just say this very honestly, Wenger was frustrated with the way Cesc left the club. And I don't know how you guys can, I don't know how all the Gunners from all around the world can live knowing that Cesc Fabregas played for our bitter rivals Chelsea. It's like watching your girlfriend get married to someone, probably your enemy, or just watching the love of your life being married to someone else. And let me just say that Cesc Fabregas is not a traitor. And I know very well, and I know deep down in my heart that Cesc Fabregas really wanted to return to Arsenal in 2014. It's only that Wenger was frustrated with the way he left the club, and I just don't get it. And sometimes I just don't get it. And this is one of the this was one of the reasons why sometimes I just want to become a football manager so badly. How how could Wenger, how could the whole club just watch Fabregas play for a bitter rivals Chelsea? This is a boy who had arrived at Arsenal when he was 16. He was like one of our own. We are the ones who nurtured him. We are the ones who trained him. We are the ones who, well, it was like just simply family. Fabregas was like simply family, and I don't know how you guys can live your whole entire lifetime knowing that one of our very best is Fabregas played for Chelsea, and I just simply want to say that I really hate it. I really hated watching Fabregas play for Chelsea every single day, and I don't know how you guys could just live your whole entire lifetimes knowing that Cesc Fabregas played for Chelsea. Remember during those days when Arsenal, Man United, Liverpool, they were the top four, and top players could hardly move to any of those clubs. And Fabregas if you had told Cesc Fabregas in 2003 or 2004 during those years that at one time he could play for Chelsea, then whoa, then I don't think Cesc Fabregas could ever picture that. And that is just simply what I'm trying to say. Cesc Fabregas is not a traitor, and I miss Cesc Fabregas every single day that he played for Chelsea. If I was a manager, then I could have understood that Cesc Fabregas was just simply frustrated in 2010. He gave his all, and probably I could have given him a chance to just go and join your boyhood club, Barcelona. Then when you're done, uh, you can always come back to Arsenal. And I believe that even in his contract, they in contracts they love to insert this what they call clause, and at the end of your contract, then the first option should be Arsenal. And if, well, Arsenal won't sign you, then you're free to join another club. And Arsenal had the first chance, had the first offer of signing Cesc Fabregas, and when Wenger turned down this chance of signing Fabregas, then this is the only time. Cesc now had the option of joining, choosing another team, and let me just say, I miss Cesc Fabregas every single day. And I don't want to ever hear anyone say that Cesc Fabregas is a traitor, because Cesc Fabregas is not a traitor. Alright, once Cesc Fabregas left Arsenal, another player also lost faith in that current team, and this player is Samir Nasri. Samir Nasri joined Manchester City just immediately Fabregas left. This guy he just simply lost faith, just simply lost his confidence in that Arsenal team, and decided to join the rich Mancunians. Just decided they call the citizens, or as Fergie likes to call them, the noisy neighbors. And Samir Nasri owes us an apology, because he had no reason. He had no reason why did he leave Arsenal. Because probably just lost faith. Fabregas had given his all, but then Nasri, it is ununderstandable. Then it is something that Samir Nasri really owes us an apology, if I can just simply say that. And yeah, Samir Nasri left, and yes, and Samir Nasri owes an apology. Then I also want to talk about the 2011-2012 season. So remember that time when Robin van Persie almost broke Alan Shearer's record for the most number of goals scored in one season. That is the only season Robin van Persie has ever played a whole season. Remember, Robin van Persie used to use injury prone, and Robin van Persie used to say out for quite a long time. His injuries were like, this guy used to say out for like 3 months, 6 months. Imagine, Arsenal fans have been very patient with Robin van Persie. This guy is out for 6 months. We are waiting for him to overcome his injuries. Then the only season that he has ever played a whole season without getting injured, it is that season, the season 2011-2012. And Robin van Persie, well, let me just say that this guy, in the Old Testament, if to all those who read the Bible, this is what we call the sin offering. Robin van Persie deserves to offer Arsenal a sin offering, for the way he left Arsenal for our rivals Manchester United. I get it that probably, I don't know why Van Persie left Arsenal. I don't know why Van Persie left Arsenal, but I can remember very clearly, and his exact words were, "The little boy in me told me that it is time for me to leave Arsenal." And this guy just left Arsenal. Imagine, we've been very patient with Robin van Persie all those years. We used to wait for him. This guy was like out for like 3 months, 6 months, and we used to wait for him. And I believe that we stood a very good chance of winning the Premier League title had Robin van Persie stayed fit. And Robin van Persie totally and completely owes us a sin offering for the way he left Arsenal. And just to go earlier on to what I was talking about, speaking of frustrations, let me just give you 3 good examples of what I have seen at Arsenal, and I'm specifically talking about frustrations. In 2008, Arsenal were playing Man United in the Champions League in the semi-final, and Arsenal lost 3-1. I think this was at the Emirates Stadium, and Van Persie simply since Fabregas was fouled, then Van Persie scored a penalty. He scored a penalty kick, and even after scoring that penalty kick, the way he just slammed that ball, that's another good example of frustration. Then there's the time Arsenal were playing Chelsea in the FA Cup, I think it was in the FA Cup final. Then Kolo Toure, I was tackled by John Obi. Then his reaction, the way he reacted, then this shows that these players are just simply frustrated. Remember that time when both Wenger and Mourinho had to get on the pitch and try and calm down their players, because these players of they're all fighting. Kolo got a red card, John Obi got a red card, and Adebayo also got a red card. Remember that incident when Arsenal were playing Chelsea and both managers had to get on the pitch to try and calm down the players, because well the referees had tried, the officials had tried, and now it was up to the manager to well try and calm down the players. Then also says Fabregas, that's another incident of pure frustration. So I've named three. And my friends, let me just say something about this our current players. We need to win sometimes. Saka, Martinelli, Declan Rice. Now at the moment they're playing very good football. And let me tell you one thing, that if we probably stay for like 4 to 5 years without them well winning anything, then this is when frustration comes in, and other teams are trying to sign their players, and let me just say frustration. We need to win, and we need to win well very soon. All right, so I was talking about Robin van Persie, and I simply said Robin van Persie simply owes Arsenal a scene offering. Listen to me, and I really hope that Robin van Persie watches this video, and this is what I just like to say. And I don't just get it, how you can just move. Does it even feel the same if you were to win the Premier League title with well a rival team, if I can just say? Because well, even if Robin had to move, then probably he could have moved to another team, Manchester City. He could have moved to Juventus. He could have moved to well another league, but joining Manchester United, and he knows very clearly what well the history of the club and how well we feel about them. Then Robin van Persie definitely owes Arsenal what you can just call a scene offering, and amen. So in 2012, we saw the arrival of Santiago Cazorla, and well, Santiago Cazorla has been it's been very pivotal in that Arsenal team. And let me just say this very clearly to everyone, that you take out Santiago Cazorla in that team, and you just see the whole difference. This guy was like the heart of that team, was like the engine, and Santiago Cazorla just made everything tick. And when Santiago is in the team, then you just know very well that you just stand a very great chance of winning. And I just like to say that Santiago Cazorla was just meant to play for Arsenal Football Club. The way he just plays, he was just totally meant to play for Arsenal Football Club. See, there's a way Santiago Cazorla followed after other great Spaniards like Cesc Fabregas and David Silva and Juan Mata as well. And Santiago was just meant to play for Arsenal. So 2013, we signed Mesut Ozil from Real Madrid for a club record of £42 million. And let me just say this. Let me also just say this, that Mesut Ozil won the German he won the German Player of the Year 4 seasons in a row. At Real Madrid, this guy was just simply immense. But his time at Arsenal, if I could just summarize it, I can just say that Mesut Ozil was just simply average. His time at Arsenal, from the time he joined Arsenal to the time he left, this guy was just simply average. It was just not that Mesut Ozil of Real Madrid, or that Mesut Ozil that won the World Cup with Germany in 2014, or that Mesut Ozil that was voted German Footballer of the Year 4 seasons in a row. Mesut Ozil was just simply, if I can just say, average. So the following year, 2014, we saw the arrival of Alexis Sanchez from Barcelona. And Alexis Sanchez was just simply great, my friend. This guy is a fighter. And and also, if I can just say, we just need to forgive Alexis Sanchez. Alexis Sanchez is a club legend, and we just need to forgive him. Whatever happened, he's moved to Manchester United. In fact, this guy regretted, and he wanted to, he wanted to rejoin the club the following day. Imagine after signing for Man United just previous day, this guy wanted to resign for the club that previous the following day. And you just need to forgive Alexis Sanchez because Alexis Sanchez is just simply a club legend. All right, so let me also talk about previous players. We had Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi was, oh, this guy was like Patrick Vieira's replacement, and Abu Dhabi was just simply incredible. He had a huge frame. He was just the most perfect box to box midfielder that I've ever seen. Remember that time when we played Liverpool and we won 2-0? Abu Dhabi was like simply the man of the match. And Abu Dhabi has been all over seeking treatment. This guy has been to some of the best hospitals in the whole entire world to seek treatment, and he has never really, and he has never found that solution, and he had to like, well, just, well, call his career short, and because he simply could not find treatment well anywhere. And this just goes to show that lots and lots also needs to be done in medical science. We need to do more research because it's just very sad that a player like Abu Dhabi could not be treated. In fact, there are stories that this guy has undergone lots and lots of surgeries that, well, his body is in balance. One part it's like he's leaning on one side. It's like he's leaning on one side, and that, yeah, it's just very sad that Diaby, well, could not well he could not well he could just not he could just not finish his career. His career was just bedeviled by many injuries. So I'm also going to talk about Alexander Kleb. Alexander Kleb was something else, my friend. This guy was something else. He used to shine more than Cesc Fabregas. He had quick feet, could dribble. And Alexander Kleb is another player that regrets leaving Arsenal. He left Arsenal in 2009 and joined Barcelona. And let me just say, honestly say that I also miss Alexander Kleb, and I wish that there's a way he could, well, just return to the club. Then there is I'm going to talk about Sol Campbell. Sol Campbell they formed one of the best backlines together with Kolo Toure. And Sol Campbell left Arsenal because he wanted to try a different career. He wanted to go into acting, and this guy joined Portsmouth. And I remember Arsene Wenger's quote that the last time I checked, Hollywood was in America. And this was just a reference to Sol Campbell from moving to Arsenal to, well, Portsmouth. Then I also talk about Thomas Rosicky. Thomas Rosicky was incredible. Thomas Rosicky was also injury prone, but let me just say that Thomas Rosicky was incredible. This guy could play left wing, right wing, central midfielder, attacking midfielder, and Thomas Rosicky was just incredible. And who will ever forget that outrageous goal he scored against Spurs in the Premier League? Then I'm also going to talk about then it's Bergkamp, Thierry Henry, Freddie Ljungberg, Robert Pires. These are just, well, club legends, and nothing but pure praise for them. All right, so those are like my own. So that is like what I can just say from the time I started following Arsenal, from the time I started, well, following football. This is let me just say that is probably the best that I can say about all the players that I've had the privilege to watch them play. And when I am Arsenal manager, Then Kolo Toure must be in my must be a part of my staff. Alexander Kleb, Cesc Fabregas, Robin van Persie. Robin van Persie can also join my staff because I believe that Robin van Persie is a winner. And one of the reasons probably why he left Arsenal is because he had presented a number of requests to Arsenal. Probably they should sign this and that because, well, he had stayed at Arsenal for quite a number of years and he had seen that this club probably they're not winning anything, and that is very ambitious, if I can just say, and that's why I believe Robin van Persie can also join my staff. And Ashley Cole. So I say that we need to make peace with Ashley Cole, Kolo Toure, and Robin van Persie definitely owes an explanation, an apology. Same goes to Samir Nasri. And Adebayo also needs to make peace with the club because, well, it was one time one of our own he played for Arsenal and we all like uh and Adebayo just simply also Adebayo also simply owes us an apology and needs to also make peace with the club. And lastly, I just like to say that I also have my faith in Jesus Christ, my personal Lord and Savior. And this is also one of the reasons why I also believe that I can get, well, that job at Arsenal. And I just like to thank everyone for watching this video. Kindly like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you in my next video. And bye bye.